Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Microinvestor, where we do technical analysis, price predictions, and news updates on many different cryptocurrencies every single day. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and picking up where we left off in the previous Bitcoin video. Now, at this moment, we have Bitcoin up about 4% over these last 24 hours. So, really nice to see a pump coming in on Bitcoin right now. That's great to see. There's multiple things currently going on that are a plus to the whole crypto market. One will go to something that's got a little bit of an effect, and that is that the FTX founder, Sam Bankman-Fried, has been arrested in the Bahamas after the U.S. files criminal charges. Now, he's still in the Bahamas, but he will at some point most likely be extradited to the United States and be charged here. We won't really get into much details about that. Now, the other thing that really has the crypto market moving, though, has to do with the CPI data. The consumer prices rose less than expected in November, up 7.1% from a year ago. So there is a little bit of cooling off going on right now as far as inflation goes, better than expected. So this is great. And that's why we have things like the stock market that is currently pumping and the crypto market currently pumping right now, and that's why we got this nice pump with the Bitcoin going on, and this is great. This is what we need to see. So since we already are on the daily chart here, let's just look at what's going on with our moving averages. So for Bitcoin right now, we have Bitcoin over our 50-day moving average, the big thing that we needed to see. So hopefully we're going to be able to actually maintain this price and maybe see some momentum come in with Bitcoin. That would be great, but we are right there at that 50-day moving average. That's just where we've been wanting to go. We've been just kind of holding on to support here at the 20-day moving average and waiting for that opportunity to pump through that 50-day moving average. So a lot really has been riding on what's going to be happening with the CPI data, and now we know it's good news, and now we got the price move that we've been wanting. So that's all good information, and this helps get us on track to where we need to be going. Now, our next thing that we need to do is we need to see this whole recovery from the FTX fallout, as we had come down within 5 waves, and now we're seeing this price pump up. The key thing is with this is that if we can go back and get to at least 50% from where we were during the whole FTX fallout, and that would be getting the price of Bitcoin up somewhere around the price of $18,500. We're very close to getting there, but a little bit more work needs to be done to actually see such a thing happen, and that's going to get us closer to our 100-day moving average, which is around $18,900 right now. And the last time we were trying to break through that 100-day moving average was just before the whole FTX fallout had happened. And so we didn't manage to get support above that, obviously, because Bitcoin ended up crashing right after that, and that took it down to its new 52-week low. So we're creating that distance right now with the price of Bitcoin moving away from that. And not only that, it's moving away from this falling wedge that Bitcoin had been in since it had come down from these 5 waves from where it was at from its all-time high back in November of 2021, where the price of Bitcoin at that time was around $69,000, came down, and hopefully we have seen it complete its 5th wave to the downside within that new 52-week low that we did get during that whole FTX fallout. And also we had just recently broken out of this falling wedge, which we were in this falling wedge from the all-time high with Bitcoin, and then as we were coming down, we weren't leaving this wedge pattern. So now we have this distance being created away from this wedge, and hopefully this is the start of a brand new pattern with 5 moves to the upside from these much larger wave impulses. And this could be something that could really be very, very, very bullish for Bitcoin if this is going to be that transition now into a bullish pattern. So I'm very hopeful that this could lead us into something that could continue to see this price pump going on with Bitcoin, and hopefully see the price of Bitcoin here soon. I'd say sometime between the beginning of January to say the end of January, that we might be able to see a nice retracement from this whole FTX fallout. And that would be seeing the price of Bitcoin going somewhere above the price of $20,000, somewhere between $20,000 and say $21,500, somewhere there, and just to do this nice retracement from the whole FTX fallout as we had seen all that happen, and just to create that distance. And I think that there could be a great opportunity here for Bitcoin if it is to continue doing that. If we were to see this all become the first wave from a brand new wave structure, and see the price of Bitcoin retrace these losses that we had and just create this distance from this falling wedge, then I think there might be an opportunity to really see the price of Bitcoin go up a really decent amount. And I'm thinking somewhere between where it was as it was coming down in the second quarter of 2022, somewhere between this third wave here. And I'd say somewhere in a price that could be somewhere between, say, $30,000 to even $40,000 as a possibility that Bitcoin could be going into within even its first wave. So I had this price prediction here, thinking that we would see it happen sometime during either the end of the first quarter of 2022 or the beginning of the second quarter of 2022. So that's my current price prediction that I do have, actually. And that would be amazing to see. So let's look at our first move here that we have from the possible completion of our fifth wave and where we're currently at right now as far as the move away from this 52-week low that we have. So looking at this right now, we have the price of Bitcoin currently up at its current price that has moved about 14.5%, close to 15% at the moment. So that's a decent sized price movement. Now, if we were to look at the price of Bitcoin from where it's at right now to where I'm thinking that we could be going sometime by the beginning of January to the end of January, if we were to see this retracement from the whole FTX fallout, then as far as that goes, this price movement is somewhere around a movement of about 17% to even around 20% that we could be seeing a price move from there. And then as far as where I think the wave one could be going, as far as price movement goes with that, we could be seeing this price movement go somewhere between between 70% and even say 100% retracement within that. So I have really good expectations that we could be seeing this. I know it's very bullish, and of course, don't take anything that I'm saying here as financial advice. I'm just talking about my own personal opinion. I'm bullish. And this is just my opinion that I'm sharing here for entertainment purposes only. So I do keep that in mind as well, because I'm very hopeful that my opinion that we're going to be seeing this nice retracement with Bitcoin going on. And I think there's a lot of potential, and especially a sense that we are seeing a lot of institutions buying into Bitcoin right now. We're seeing a lot of accumulation in this moment, and I'm accumulating right now with Bitcoin because we are seeing this movement. We get this good CPI data. We know that there's a lot of great things that are going to be happening with Bitcoin, hoping for a better 2023 for Bitcoin, since we're probably going to look at some regulations that might be beneficial for crypto. But not only that, just to move away from that FUD that we had and all that stuff in 2022 that was just a disaster for the market. And just hope 2023 is going to be better. But not only that, really high expectations for 2024, the halving of Bitcoin, and the potential that the halving can lead us into much better price movements. If you just look at the past history, after we got those halvings, we had these magnificent rallies with Bitcoin. We look at the halving from 2016 when Bitcoin's price was at $660 at that time. The price rallied up within a year, and it had gone to a price that's higher than the price of Bitcoin right now. So if you were to think about that, that's amazing. Then we had that other halving in 2020, and at that time, the price of Bitcoin was around $9,000. And then shortly after May of 2020, we saw this rally with Bitcoin as the year was ending, and then on into 2021. And of course, we ended up seeing Bitcoin go to its all-time high. So if we see that situation again, where we see these rallies, and then we see the crash that happens a short period afterwards, and the price come down, the pullback that happens, and then the rally, and then the pullback that happens. Now, if we take off from a price that's around where we're at right now with Bitcoin, and then we see the same type of scenario, man, we could be seeing Bitcoin go to 100 grand or more in that one. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. So obviously, always keep that in mind. But anyways, that's where we're currently at. And this is where I'm hoping that we're going to be seeing Bitcoin go in the short term. Everything right now just looks great. So if you guys like content like this, I talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum every single day. Try to give it a little bit of news if it's available, as well as I always do this technical analysis on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I talk about many other altcoins as well. So if you're not subscribed, please do consider if you like content like this, and obviously a like does go a long way. So thank you all for watching. I'm going to see you in the next one.